Sairam, welcome to this new video, which I'm trying to post for aspirants who are looking at playing on keyboard, all these Sai bhajans on keyboard. By doing this, what happens? You can start using both the hands, one, and also you get a fair idea of how to use chords for the lines. Okay, so because you have a separate hand to play the chords, you don't have to play the same. I mean, you don't have to play a chord and the melody on the right hand. So once you start doing this, you'll get an idea about how to play chords for the harmonium as well. So what I'll do is I'll split this lessons in two parts. One is we'll start with piano, and then I'll quickly demonstrate on how to play only using right hand the chords, where to use chords. So by doing these two aspects, you'll get a fair idea of how to use chords for Sai bhajans. Okay, we'll start with this first Ganesha bhajan, Gajavdana Gananatha, very commonly sung bhajan in samitis across the world. So this is based on a raga called Shankarabharan, a very simple bhajan, which is very easy for everybody to take it and learn. So if somebody is not aware of this bhajan, I would request them to learn this bhajan to some extent, at least to have a fair idea of how this bhajan form is, the form of the bhajan, or the how to sing this bhajan. Just have a fair idea of it, and then come to this. It will really help. So we'll do the swara part. The slide that I've shared along with the video is that the slide has got all the information about the song. So the first line with swaras, then you have the finger numbers, then you have the sahitya, then the chord that you have to use for the corresponding 8 beats. So the first four lines have chords. I'll demonstrate what it is, and then what I would want, if somebody is referring this video straight without having any idea about harmonium, I would request them to visit some of the other videos that I've posted for about what is how to learn harmonium. I just take a basic run through. So there I have given you about what is how to play the swaras with what fingers, and then what all chords are available, which raga, which chords are available. So fair idea of chords and key swaras, that the swaras that you're going to play, you should have that idea. Then only come here. Otherwise, it'll be challenging for you to take these lessons. Okay, we'll start with the first line. Sada Sariga Gapa Padama. The first line is Gajavadana Gananatha. So it is Sada Sariga Gapa Padama, the swara. Okay, that's it. Sada Sariga Gapa Padama. Finger numbers are 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. Look at my hand. So 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. You have to jump from 3 to 2. You have to jump, and then so you're playing 3, 3, 3, 4, 2. Second line Ga 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 Mari Sa Ni Da Ni Sa. 3, 3, 3, 4, 2. Then 1, 4, 3, 4, 1. So preferably use these fingering numbers. These are extremely important for you to progress in a very correct way in the fingering part. Okay, once again we'll start. So once you get this right hand, then we'll do the chords for this. So the first part, the chords are going in rhythm. So always chords are played as per the rhythm. So it's going in 8 beats. For every 8 beats, we're changing the chords. So for a first four lines, we're changing every 8 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So each swara is 1 beat. So let's say 8 beats, you're playing a chord, C chord. So Vasa Dasariga C chord, and then Gappa Padama, second section, second part of the first line, F chord. The second line was C chord, the first part, and the second part is G chord. So I even colored the chords so that it's easy for you to identify the chords and play. So we're using only 3 chords. There are more chords which you can use for this bhajan, just for the learning purpose, to keep it very simple. I'm using only C chord, G chord, and F chord. I would request all of you to know what I'm telling. So in case if you're not aware of it, I would request you to go to some of my previous videos to refer it. Okay, coming to this, using C chord, F chord, and G chord. So what are the C chords? So I'll use all 1, 3, 5 on my left hand. I'll use keyboard 1, 3, 5. So I'll play C, E, G, or you can hear Sagapa. Then F chord, which is Madasa, or F, A, C, and then GBD, which is Perniri, GBD. So these 3 chords I'll use invariably. Okay. So starting with Sada Sariga. So I used my chord. I started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for 8 beats, I'm using the C chord, and then second part. So F chord. So go section by section, it'll be easy for you to learn. Okay, next, third part, Gagagamari. And then Sani Danisa. I'm using again G chord. So what I'll do is I'll use the G chord, the lower octave. So it goes in sync with the flow of the bhajan. Once again, high G, F chord, and then third part, Gagagamari, which is C chord, and then G chord. So GBD. So I use CEG, FAC, and GBD for C chord, F chord, and G chord. That is Sagapa, Madasa, and Paniri. So the second line, Siddhidata Shivatanaya, I'm using fifth finger. I'm using the C chord, and then G chord I'll go to the lower G chord. So I'm using lower octave G chord. G chord means lower G chord. I'm using a lower Shruti or a lower octave G chord, GBD. You can use any GBD in the keyboard. Okay, once again. Then the fourth line, Mada Papa Magariri, Sani Danisa. Again, F chord and C chord. So finger numbers are 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2. Very tricky, go a little slowly. Okay, so using F chord, then second parts 1, 4, 3, 4, 1. Slowly. So I'll use F chord and C chord. Simple. Okay, the fifth line. Sa ni sari sari ga ga ri ga ma ma. Slowly. Sa ni sari sari ga ga ri ga ma ma ma. It is Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana. So how do you play this? Sa ni sa. You can use either third finger or fourth finger, which you are comfortable. So 1 4 1 2 1 2 3 3 2 3 4 4 4. So the chord full here it will be changing for every 4 beats you're changing the chord here. So it sounds good. So we'll do it like this. So 1 4 1 C chord, and then 2 1 2 you have to use G chord, and then 3 3 2 3, that is C chord, and then ma 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 using F chord. Once again. There's one line which is a little difficult, but sounds good. When you change these 4 chords, it sounds nice. Okay, I would request this. This gives you a nice, exercise to move your chords in a faster pace. Okay, next. We'll go to the last line. Mada Papa Magariri Gari Sani Sasa. It is Yuga Yuga Vandita Jaya Sri Ganesha. So it is 1 3 2 2 1 3 2 2, and then here again chords are going in 8 beats. So 1 3 2 2 1 3 2 2. Then Gari Sani Sasa. That is you're using C chord. So I'm using 3 2 1 4 1 1. Okay, 3 2 1 3 1 1 or 3 4. Invariably you can use third or fourth finger when you're going lower octave. Okay. Use fourth finger preferably. Okay. So once again, we'll run the whole bhajan without any pause. I'll play. I'll use inversions. Okay. Inversions are basically twisting the chords, in different forms. So you have sagapa. First inversion would be gapasa, and then the second inversion would be pasaga. So sagapa can be played in 2 different forms. So it can be sagapa, and then this is also C chord. I'm playing gapasa. Another one will be pasaga, or CEG, EGC, and GCE. So 3 forms. I'll use inversions because it's easier I can play faster also. So I'll start with this. Once again. Once again. Then next line. Once again, C chord, G chord, then F chord, C chord. Then the next line is Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaivajana. So then so you can use any inversions of the same chord. So I have used my own inversions. You can use your own inversions. The more this lesson is all about understanding how the chords can benefit the melody. When you play the melody, it looks very simple. When you play the chords, it enhances the beauty. See this? So when you play with chords, once again, so Sairam, we will now do the same, the piano that we played just now. So we'll try to use for Sai bhajans only with harmonium. So how do you use the same chord? So when you do, if you have a keyboard, invariably practice on keyboard, you'll have a fair idea about how to use chords, and then you can always move towards harmonium also. Either way, with the either you use play harmonium or play keyboard. Either way, the chord understanding of chord is very important. So where to use chords and how to use chords. So where to use chords? Whenever you whenever you see a bhajan moving on the swara part, and there is a longer notes beyond 2 beats, like 2 or 3 beats or 4 beats. In this bhajan, we have so many sections and so many places there are longer notes which is played. So for whenever the longer note played, you have to play a chord for that. Okay, you can play a chord. It doesn't mean that you have to play. There is an option that you can play a chord. It will enhance the weight of that section. So the singer also is benefited by for him he gets a nice cushion or the support to sing better. So what I would suggest is that we'll analyze this bhajan where all we can use chords. Now the first line Sada Sari Ga Ga Pa Pa Da Ma. So the Sada Sari Ga is a longer note. You can see there are 3 dash. That is the Ga is played for 4 beats, and similarly Ga Pa Pa Da Ma is again played for 4 beats. Then Ga 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 Ma Re is played for 4 beats, and Sani Dani Sa 4 beats. So we're using 3 chords, that is Sagapa, Madasa, and Paniri, or C chord, F chord, and G chord for C Shruti. The Western notes will change if it is different Shruti. So we'll keep Sagapa, Madasa, and Paniri for now. So Sada Sariga, where it is going as Sagapa. So Sada Sariga, we'll use Sagapa chord. So Ga is used, Sa Ga is then Sagapa. So we can use Sagapa. And then for Gapa Pada Ma is there, so I can use Madasa. Then similarly Gagagama Ri, I can use a G chord or a Paniri chord. And then you have Sani Dani Sa, which I'll use again a C chord or Sagapa chord. Once again, we'll start. So it goes like this. So the first line is Sada Sariga. So instead of playing the Ga, I'll play a chord. So I play a chord, okay? So when I play Ma, again I use it with 135. All chords will try to use 135. You can change the fingerings based on your comfortability, but preferably use 135. Little finger is used, remember. Then Ga 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 Ma Re. So I use a variation. Instead of playing Pani Re, I'm playing Ni Re and Pa. That is, instead of GBD, I'm playing the note up. So I'm using this fingers. So look at my fingers. This is Ni, Re, and Pa. So Ga 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 Ma Re, Pani Da Ni Sa, again Sagapa. So it's the third line or the Siddhi Dhata Shivatanaya in the slide. So I'll use my what do you call C chord for this. I can either use Pa 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 Pa. I can play like that, or I can play. Or another option, I can play the whole chord 4 times, Saga Pa, or I can keep pressing the Pa. I can play Saga 4 times. I can play like that. Siddhidata. Then I'm using re 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 ga re 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 ga ma. So ma, when I'm going to ma, I use my thumb and I'll play mother sa chord. So when I'm playing ma, I'll play a mother sa. So Siddhidata Shivatanaya. Then next line, Mother Papa Magariri. You can't play a chord there, only towards the end you can play. Okay, I'm playing the Saga Pa chord. So Mother Sani Dhani Sa, that longer note is Sa there, so I can play. So wherever you find the note is longer, you can put a chord there. Then Sa Ni Sari Sari Ga Ga Ri Ga Ma Ma. This fifth line can be either played with swaras or only chords. I'll show you. You can play the swaras, or another option is I can play only C chord, then G chord, again C chord, and then F chord. I'm using inversions for F and G. C chord I'm playing Sagapa. For G chord or the Paniri chord I'm using as Niri Pa, and again Sagapa, and then Madasa I'm using Sa Mada. Instead of playing Madasa, I'm using Sa Mada 135 again. Fingers, all 135 fingers. Sa Mada. So it'll be easy for me to, I don't have to move my hand a lot, okay? Sa ni sari sari ga ga ri ga ma ma ma. If singer is singing, it'll be very helpful. Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaya Bhanjana. It sounds nice. Next. Mada Papa Magariri. Again, you can't play any of the chords to the first part. Second part, you can play a C chord and finish. Once again, Mada Papa Magariri Sa Ni Da Ni. Okay, Gari Sa Ni Sa Sa. So when I play the whole bhajan, I'll not talk. I'll just play the whole bhajan with chords. See how it sounds. I can play swaras or I will play only chords. And then once again, Mada Papa Magari Gari Sa Ni Sa Sa. So again C chord. That's all. So this is how you have to improvise when you're playing. There is no fixed rule that you have to play only these chords. There are few more chords available for Shankarabharana. There are some minor chords available, which you can always use that also. Okay. So for now, this is more than enough for somebody who's learning initially. Somebody with advanced knowledge can always improvise with the idea of the given. Somebody with a basic piano or a keyboard understanding can easily play this with only one hand. So again, just to inform you, keyboard has got two hands. You have a separate hand for playing chords and a right hand to play melody. Whereas harmonium in Sai bhajans, you use the same hand for playing the chords and the melody. It is slightly challenging compared to other genres. So this is one feedback I want to give. So take it very slowly. Don't be in hurry. Take it very slowly. These lessons. If you can absorb this one line a day also should be fine. Once you have an understanding of this bhajan, the next bhajans which I'll share shortly will also have a similar kind of teaching style. So you'll get an understanding about how these bhajans can be played with different ragas also, not only ragas, even shruti is also different shruti, how you can play different chords. So we'll take up more different shrutis. We'll start with C initially for some time, and then after some time, after a few more sessions on C, we'll explore different ragas in C, and then we'll go to different shrutis. Thank you. Sai Ram.